Montenegro. Welcome to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Win for all.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Manila here in the Philippines. We're going to watch the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Greece against Montenegro in Group J.
Number 2, Alexa Ilic.
Well, Montenegro playing in the FIBA Basketball World Cup for the second time in their young history as an independent nation. Have made it one step further. This year they got to the second round. And led by Nikola Vucevic, they really gave the USA their toughest game in this competition before falling. That was their first game in the second round, and that basically spelled the end for them in terms of title contention. They will be going up against Greece, who fell in their game that they needed to win against Lithuania. That was a couple of days ago. So these two teams battling for respect and a higher place finish in the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 here in Manila. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor, and Mike, the former Poland coach who coached at the last World Cup and got to the quarterfinals. The more you watch these tournaments, you realize, wow, what an accomplishment you guys had making it to the last eight. It's not easy to get there.
It's hard to win on this stage, but both of these teams, they're 2-2. They've had good tournaments. They've had some tough opponents, but today, you know, you put a summer of hard work in together. You try to really achieve something for your country. You get a couple wins and you enter this fifth game, and this is which team can get the victory and put a finishing touch, a positive touch on their World Cup.
And I think really that's how they have to look at it. You know, both of these teams, I think really with Montenegro, it was an opportunity missed against the USA. I think they could have won that game if they'd made it a few more places, but it was clear in the post-game press conference that they were thrilled that they had given arguably the best team in international basketball, maybe historically the best team, tradition-wise, a run for their money. But, you know, they played so well after falling flat in their previous game against Lithuania, so I think they had a lot to feel good about, and they would like to sign off for the win today, which won't be easy because Greece also want to come back strong and sign off with a victory.
And Greece played extremely well in that first half against Lithuania, but then a fantastic second half Lithuania run gave the Lithuanian team a win. Again, a lot of respect for both of these teams and what they've accomplished this far. It's going to be interesting to see who can get that focus for tonight.
So it's Greece against Montenegro, and USA then taking on Lithuania for first place in Group J, a battle of unbeatens. And that is going to be an exciting one whenever the USA and Lithuania play. Here are the standings currently. Both USA and Lithuania with 8 points. They occupy the first two spots, followed by Montenegro and Greece, each at 2-2. Both of these two teams getting 2 wins in the first round. So now we're going to pause for the playing of the national anthems.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Greece.
Never gets old seeing these Greek fans. It never gets old seeing the Montenegrin flag. It never gets old hearing the national anthems. This is international basketball, and games like this especially, all about pride. These guys want to come out and represent their countries in the best way possible. Two European teams that truly have established themselves in international basketball over the years. And really, Montenegro have only been on the stage for a decade and a half. Since their federation was recognized by FIBA during the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2006. And of course, they started playing in Division B of the Eurobasket, and since that time, it's just been all good. Daniel Garcia, Christian Paez, and Peter Prax from Venezuela, Ecuador, and Hungary are the referees today. Garcia, the crew chief from Venezuela, there in the middle, so he'll be throwing up the jump ball. Kendrick Perry, unfortunately, not able to go tonight because of injury, so he's going to sit this one out. And likewise, Thanasis Antetokounmpo will be out for Greece. And as is the time-honored custom, we will bring you the starting five for Montenegro. So no Kendrick Perry. So instead, we're going to see Nikola Ivanovic in the starting five, Petar Popovic, Marko Simonovic, Dino Radoncic, and Nikola Vucevic. Ilic, Mihailovic, Slavkovic, Radovic, Dublovic, and Drobnjak coming off the bench. And of course, Perry is listed there, but he won't be playing for coach Boško Radovic. And Nikola Vucevic, certainly after the first round, would have been an MVP contender. And again, look at his numbers against the USA. No surprise, I guess. No surprise. He knows what that level is like. He played very well. He was a leader. You know, this Montenegro team is second in the World Cup in offensive rebounding. You know, they had 22 offensive boards against the United States. And Bojan Dublovic, the captain, he's been coming off the bench. And obviously with Vucevic, this kind of resets roles a little bit. Yeah, and it's important they have a veteran guy they can count on. That lineup with those two in the front court, Vucevic and Dublovic, has been really good. Boško has done an excellent job with his team. Again, I love the balance. Now, what they're going to miss today with Kendrick Perry, they missed 13.5 points and 5.5 assists. So they need more playmaking out there. It's going to be interesting to see where they get it from. And just to illustrate, Dublovic, not necessarily taking a back seat, but his role is different to last year when he averaged more than 15 points and 5.8 rebounds a game when he was playing more when Vucevic wasn't at the FIBA Eurobasket. So that you shouldn't think that Dublovic hasn't been as good as he was last year. No, he's a high-level player for sure. Thanasis Antetokounmpo having to sit this one out. Of course, he came up with one of the defensive plays of the tournament in the last game with that swat of Valanciunas. Thomas Walkup, Nikos Rodkovopoulos, Dimitris Moridis, Yorgos Papagiannis, and Kostas Papanikolaou in the starting five with Lountzis, Larentzakis, Lefteris Bokoridis, Jonas Papapetrou, and Hatzidakis coming off the bench. Remember, no Dino Mitoglu, who went home because of an injury right before the start of the tournament, and today no Antetokounmpo. Walk up, well, he doesn't necessarily walk it up. No, he plays pick and roll to perfection. He's been an outstanding point guard for this team. He put Greece in a great position at halftime in the game against Lithuania. And again, you know, this is a guy that plays under control, makes plays, and sets up his teammates really well. And Jonas Papapetrou, one of the key men, obviously the MVP against New Zealand when they won to get into the second round, the captain.
and he's going to be out here leading this team. You know, Antetokounmpo, a role player for this team, will be missed because he's the guy who turns up the energy for this Greek team.
Demetrius Itoudis, I mean, you cannot accuse this man of not trying to figure this thing out, and I don't think it comes down to his tactics or anything else. I think he's done a great job.
No, he's done a fantastic job with this Greece team. He's really coaching. You love to listen to his timeouts and how he's working with his guys. His heart's in it, and I know he wants to win this game for pride here for Greece.
Besides the first play that we have the 51 and the shoot situations, let's involve Papanikolaou as a 4 with 1-4 or 41. The difference is 1-4. He has a 2 running the pick and pop. The 41 is whoever brings the ball directly. So that's, but let's make it like this. Pap, start here. So Papagiannis is screening, and then you give this flip in order to pop, and you have also your left hand or the next, whatever it is, to attack the 4 men. Also, we can post Thomas. You can bring it and you go 1 down, or you can just...
Ajde otvorimo ovako, da otvorimo prvi napad za tu side. Za drugi napad, 2, okej. Tu side, tu, okej. Tu side, tu. I samo da još jedan puta crtam u slučaju zone, ne zaboravimo da crtam. Znači line, baseline, 3, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2, corner, 1 gore, 5 blokira, ovdje 4 primavka, okej, nemoj zaboraviti. Ako u nekoj zoni, baseline, okej. Znači idemo, 2 strana, tu side, tu.
Okay, Mike, I got a question for you. Do you think Montenegro are a better matchup against the USA than they are against Lithuania, considering their game was a lot closer?
Yeah, the interesting thing for me was, you know, they haven't made an adjustment to the cross-match defensive game plan that Lithuania started, where, you know, they put the 5-man guarding the 4-man Radoncic, who was a non-shooter, and they put the 4-man, more athletic defender on Vucevic. This was a factor in both games that Montenegro has lost. So let's see if Greece decides to employ some of that tactic as well, because Papagiannis also is one of these traditional centers. Again, I think the matchup is a little different today because Antetokounmpo added athleticism and energy, and of course, Kendrick Perry is such the main creator for Montenegro. Today, it should be a great game, but to me, it's more about the energy and effort. Who wants to finish this tournament strong, playing with pride for a win.
Good afternoon from Manila, the Mall of Asia Arena. Montenegro and Greece are underway. The last game for both teams at this FIBA Basketball World Cup, and it has been a special FIBA Basketball World Cup, and Nikola Vucevic missing with that jump shot. We are in a city, a country that loves this sport, and you feel it every time you get out of bed and walk outside. The interest in the game. Here is the dribbling. Greece and Montenegro, they both want to get out of here with a win today, leave with a good taste in their mouths. Walkup, his pass deflected, but it goes to Papagiannis. And that size of Montenegro has been a real factor against the USA, and looks like it's going to put him in a good position today.
But it's the size and the effort. They've done a great job with great effort on the boards and defensively in the post.
And that was a bump and a foul on Greece. And already with Simonovic getting a touch, and he played so well against the USA, and that would be my only question to Boško Radovic. If you could go back to that Lithuania game, or maybe in this tournament come in, and Simonovic is in that starting 5, really depend on him, because it seemed like when he went out of games, he might go out and not come back in for a while. And he looks like he's up to it.
Yeah, he's played very well.
Vucevic. Wow.
And again, Jeff, you see the attack of Papagiannis in the pick and roll. Those opportunities are going to be there from Ivanovic, Popovic, hitting Vucevic. And we know Vucevic can finish to the rim or pop.
Rokavopoulos. Tough layup attempt, stays out. Radoncic catches it deep, passes it back to Popovic. Gets it back to Radoncic. And Simonovic grabs the basketball. And Simonovic had a chance to make me look good and missed it.
But he already made you look good with his offensive rebounding effort and his energy attacking the basket. He's important to this team.
And offensive foul called on Greece, and Radoncic holding his side like he's in. Watch Radoncic. Radoncic was holding his side like he'd been hit. I knew he was already holding it when he was at the offensive end. And now he's talking to the referee about it. And meanwhile, Dimitris Itoudis is asking about the
Dimitris
whistle.
Itoudis is defending the inbound pass right there.
He's got that nice casual look today.
Yeah, he was calm before the game. Not so calm after that call.
Basketball batted out of bounds by Papanikolaou.
So the one thing about both of these teams is they have several post-up options. They like to play through the post. There we saw Vucevic looking for the post-reaction pass to a teammate.
Here's Simonovic and hands it off, but too late. Shot clock violation.
So again, Simonovic attacked the closeout. He saw Radoncic in the corner, and he thought to himself, oh, non-shooter, I need to finish it. But he needed to just swing the ball there because of the late clock and get a shot up.
Rokavopoulos. Ball batted out of bounds. It goes back to Montenegro. Greece still looking for their first bucket.
And pre-game, Coach Itoudis called one down, posting up, walk up. That's a really luxury to have a post-up point guard that can also play great pick and roll. Walk up got his teammate a great look there, just didn't knock it down. Both teams playing post-reaction early in the game.
Ivanovic. Well, you're going to start me, coach, and I'm going to reward you. Look at that. Captain Dublovic.
Ivanovic has been great throughout this entire tournament as a playmaker, as an energy guy.
He had that one miss late in the game against the USA when he got in the lane. He was so upset with himself. Papanikolaou buries the three.
But you can see how when the ball goes into the post, the tempo slows down. They flatten out the defense, and there's a great post-reaction play. Papanikolaou buries it.
Vucevic backs down, now fades and hits it. Montenegro with an impressive start. Certainly Kendrick Perry is impressed.
High level. Beautiful turnaround jump shot, and that was from distance.
Rokavopoulos down to the baseline, brings it back out. Remember, no Thanasis Antetokounmpo today for Greece. He usually starts. Papagiannis misses from the free throw line. Vucevic pushed out. He has a skip pass to Popovic. Papagiannis with the rebound. Thomas woke up. And Radoncic with the rebound.
And Jeff, one thing that I love about this Montenegro team is their defensive habit to block out. They block their players out and control the defensive boards extremely well. Old school coaches, old school basketball players can appreciate that about Bosko Radovic's team.
Radoncic going right at Rokavopoulos. Quick pass to Rokavopoulos. And that was goal interference.
Really good movement without the ball there, active cutting. Ralph Kavopoulos has really helped this team, active cutting and finishing at the rim.
Vucevic takes it deep, spins, turns, and scores.
Well, we've seen him leave some of those unfinished at times, and we've seen him really finish it. He has the potential for really big games when he gets those shots to go down early. Gets a great feeling for it.
Pass goes out of bounds, but a foul's called.
And again, this is a smart foul. We have a mismatch, disadvantage situation, and you can see Ivanovic just yanks on that hip. Great hands.
Ivanovic had him up, and look at Popovic race down the floor and score with the left hand. And Dimitris Itoudis has to call timeout. It's 13-5, Montenegro on top, and I'm wondering, is Kent Clark, is it Clark Kent, excuse me, going to jump into the phone booth here for Greece and come out Superman?
Let's see if Coach Itoudis can find the right words.
Okay, αλλάξτε το μαρκάρισμα. Let's make something clear, first of all. Μπορείς να κάνεις 5 επιθετικά φάουλα να είναι όλα καλά. Screen! Screen γάμο το, screen! Screen! Κάντε screen, ναι! Το παιχνίδι έχει και slip, συμφωνώ. Αλλά δεν έχει μόνο slip και ένα screen. Έχει screen και ένα-δύο slip. Κάνε screen! And you use the screens. Second, we do trap. Trap means when he puts the ball down, we initiate the aggressiveness. We go to trap. We don't wait for him to spin.
So, Coach Itoudis really trying to help the guys focus on their energy, setting screens and using screens. But there you see great handwork. One thing I really like about this Montenegro team, their defensive discipline. We talked about the blockouts, but the handwork in pick and rolls. You know, you want to impact the ball, you want to pressure the ball handler as a guard and as a big, and you've got to get those active hands in passing lanes. And we saw Ivanovic get the hands in the passing lane, leading to the turnover. This is outstanding defensive discipline on display from Montenegro in the early going.
Well, you see who's checked in, don't you?
Our favorite, Larentzakis.
Well, Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superman for Greece, coming off the bench. And he's a grumpy Superman because after the foul, he just like kind of showed the ball to Popovic, who just kind of flicked it right back in the direction of Larentzakis. So clearly those two guys not enamored with each other here at the start of the game. Here's walk-up right at the stripe. And again, you talk about the defensive boards. Montenegro taking care of business. Vucevic. 10-point lead for Montenegro.
So right now, Montenegro is getting whatever they want. They're moving the ball. Greece has to pick up their defensive effort and energy.
Now Popovic takes it right away from Larentzakis. Radonjic. It definitely feels like Montenegro have a little bit more bounce in their step. Kavopoulos, finally, something positive for Greece.
Well, he stays active. He's always moving. He found an open spot on the baseline.
Good recovery that time, Papagiannis. Now the pass up to Walkup. And that's a 2. He tried to pull up and take a 3, but his foot was on the line. So Boško Radović calls timeout. And Mike, just because Greece lose heavily to the United States and Montenegro push the USA right to the end, it's a close game, doesn't automatically mean that Montenegro are better than Greece.
Yeah, you cannot compare games and compare scores like that. Situations change, matchups change, games change.
Nećemo napravimo faul ili nam je dosadno ili nema pojma, mrzi nas ili... Imamo 2 faula, primamo iz tranzicije 5 poena, a ovdje u napadu je ono, da damo koš. Ajmo je vodi. Ajde je vodi. Ajde, okej, ali daj. Idemo dalje. Slušaj. Idemo ovako. Postavi Nikola.
Well, Greece were in need of a little bit of Rakavopoulos and also Walkup. And both of them delivered, although Walkup mistakenly put his toe on the line, so he only got 2 for that instead of 3.
Yeah, a lot of coaches will say that's the worst shot in basketball. You know, he did it unintentionally.
Mike, don't worry, the kiss cam is now on, but you don't have anything to worry about. First bucket for Thomas Walkup. I didn't even know there was one of those things here.
They have everything going on here at Mall of Asia Arena.
Can I just say, thank goodness they never show us on that.
I'm so happy.
My God.
I wouldn't know what to do if it happened.
I would run. Ivanovic. Looks really fit. Here's Larzakis taking it away. Ivanovic. And unlucky for Greece.
But Jeff, the defensive energy with Larzakis on the floor, out of the timeout, that was excellent. And again, it's a great hustle here. Watch the play.
Okay, watch this. I'm interested because...
But it's walk up on the second play. It's walk up. I mean, again, you're coming around the outside. That is a foul. So, you know, you could be like, hey, I made a hustle play. What is that? No, you fouled him. That's not a smart play. So, again...
I would say there was minimal contact, but it's like you said, he came from behind. So the angle where the referee was, it looks like he's clattering into him. So that's why he called it.
And during the conversation, there was a warning on the Greek bench.
Yep. So that means the tech might be on the way the next time. Mihailovic missing it from deep. Larzakis fouled by Simonovic.
And Larzakis is so smart. He finds the body of Simonovic in transition. Look at him use his body. Creates the contact. Simonovic has to be a little bit more aware in that situation.
Simonovic and Vucevic go out. Dublovic and Radovic comes in, and that's not a bad little, you know, and we saw Montenegro when these substitutions happened against the USA. Their level, if I'm not mistaken, went up. They actually closed the gap on the USA.
Right.
In fact, they got a lead.
And interesting to this point,
Nico Cisis there.
He was a great player. Interesting to this point, we have no bench scoring in the game, and of course, Montenegro loves that because Larzakis came off the bench for Greece.
Larzakis does not look quite as sharp already today, not quite as fast. He's a little tired. Offensive foul.
So
on Hatzidakis.
As Hatzidakis set the
There's
screen.
another great former player, Dimos Dikoutas.
Here you see Hatzidakis basically tried to wipe out Ivanovic as he went under the screen, and he got his arm caught. That was a clear offensive foul.
He did wipe him out. Like the song, which we won't sing. So here goes Ivanovic. Got the start today. Slavkovic has checked into the game. He just hands it off to Ivanovic. Ball falls to Slavkovic. Remember, we were talking in the Montenegro's first game. On average, in the world, they're the second tallest country behind the Netherlands,
And
apparently.
That's very, very interesting, don't you think?
It is very interesting.
I would never have guessed that.
But maybe there's a country that doesn't record sizes somewhere out there.
I always got the
that?
feeling, impression that a country like Mongolia had very large people.
Yeah, they could. There's Mihailovic fouled as he drives in.
And as we look at this collision in the paint,
and boy, the Greeks are getting battered here. Mihailovic.
you can just see Hatzidakis was in the lane.
Ooh.
But Mihailovic has the potential to have a big impact on this game without Kendrick Perry.
I think we've got a new nickname for Mihailovic. You know what it is?
I can't wait to hear it.
Because you know what? Because he plays the game above the rim.
Vladimir.
Mihailovic.
It can be Mihailovic. I was thinking about Vladimir Mihailovic.
That's a good one too. Larzakis, oh boy, he took a blow to the face. That's what he was looking at Ivanovic clearly. Took a shot to the mouth, and he's spitting out blood over there, and that was what he was talking to the referee about. Unless it's intentional, you can't say anything. I mean, if a ref, what is a referee going to do if he sees a guy catch an elbow, an inadvertent elbow?
Well, if it's unintentional, if it's not an unsportsmanlike act, it can be part of the game. And again, you can see the focus for Montenegro is there. These guys are playing hard. They're well prepared. You know, I love their physicality. And to me, this is what the World Cup is all about. FIBA basketball and their physicality, that's a big element to the game.
Oh my, what a shot from Papa Petru.
And we talk about physicality, Papa Petru finished right through it.
And one, look at this for Jonas, Papa Petru. Slavkovic not giving an inch, and Papa Petru kind of like forced his way into that defense. Oh, that's where he got Larzakis. That was why he was bloody. How's that for camera work?
Outstanding.
Swing. Now, did you see that as a foul?
That's great.
Jonas Papa Petru on the court with the ball. You can see he has it more in those red spots.
Is that what that meant?
It is indeed. He's also moving in the green areas, but he has the ball more where it's red. Mihailovic hands it off to Slavkovic.
And that's great teamwork, but Greece has to do a better job containing the basketball. It's too easy for Montenegro right now.
Tomas, walk up! And that time he did just walk it up. Right at the end of the quarter. Now, think about this. Once Thomas Walkup has one summer of international basketball under his belt, is he going to take it to the next level the next time he comes? You can think about that here as we get to the end of the first quarter. It's Montenegro leading Greece 19-12 here in the Mall of Asia.
Jeff, I thought about it, and he will.
19-14, Montenegro up 5 on Greece.
So, Jeff, as we look at the numbers are pretty even across the board, but there's one thing that stands out. Greece has 4 turnovers compared to Montenegro's 1, and those 4 turnovers have given Montenegro the opportunity to build their lead early in the game.
Talk us through these highlights, Mike. I mean, what is it that you see about Montenegro that's allowed them to be superior in the first quarter?
They're just a little bit sharper together on the defensive end. Offensively, you know, they're executing better together. They're creating better shots. Vucevic really asserted himself early. There was his beautiful turnaround. You know, he has the ability to lead this team, and he's doing it. Greece, give them respect. They fought their way back into the game. And there's a lot of basketball left, so they could still make some runs here. But after the first quarter, you have to say you like the way Montenegro has presented themselves on both ends, and you hope that Greece can energize themselves and get themselves going.
Download the Courtside 1891 app to get it in your smartphone. All you have to do is scan in the barcode, Mike, and you can get video streams, scheduled scores, and more. It's easy peasy. You can do it.
Thank you for the encouragement. I need that.
Mike today went across town to, what was it called? Matakete? No.
Makati.
Makati to see Wolf Voigt, who's also here. He's doing commentary at the Araneta.
We had a great time together.
Nigeria, Angola coach. Here is the whistle and the foul. And you guys compared notes.
Oh, we had a great talk about the two groups, the teams, different things we're seeing. Had a lot of fun stories. Will's a great guy and a great coach.
Papapetru with the good catch. Dublovic, what a great rebound. It's a slap from behind by Thomas Walkup. And Drobnjak.
So again, if you can watch the last possession, a great defensive rebound. This is the point here, a foul to stop the break in transition and set your defense. A great defensive rebound, they attack together. There's a no-pass possession. Mihailovic shoots a pull-up jump shot, it's missed, and it triggers a run-out for the other team. They choose to use a smart foul and stop the break. This is something we see often in the FIBA game.
How about that? Lefteris Bokoridis.
And Greece again, using the post for post reaction to get a three. Bokoridis with a nice three.
Push and Vucevic having a chat with Perry. Perry saying, "Can you get me a job with Chicago?"
Or
Nicholas says, "I'll put in a good word."
Or, hey, if I was out there, I'd be doing this.
Oh, look at that drive by Mihailovic. Actually, you know, Kendrick Perry was utterly sensational this past season for Unicaja Malaga, and living down there and playing for them, that club, I'm not sure I would want to play anywhere else. Man, what a great place to be.
One of the many great spots in Spain.
Jonas Papapetru. And the foul. Perry played. Unicaja Malaga won the Copa del Rey last year. I mean, that's an amazing tournament every year. And I think it, you know, you look at all these players on these teams, and if they're not in the NBA, for my money, I mean, most of them are really good clubs playing the game they love. Here's Larizakis trying to get the foul called. He's playing too much for the whistle there, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Jonas Papapetru, Lefteris Bokoridis. You can count it. That's 2 in a row for a player who has always been so highly rated. And I have to say, the one thing that annoys me about a player that I like a lot, Larizakis, is he kind of like slips into this, I'm going to start trying to play with the referees to try to get some calls. He doesn't need to be like that. He just needs to play. Here's Mihailovic for 3.
I agree.
Opinion of the day.
Yeah, and Jeff, I'm right there with you. Focus your energy the right way in the game.
It's just because he feels like now they owe him one because he took a shot to the face, and they don't owe anybody anything.
Exactly.
They owe me a cup of coffee, but other than that, here's Papapetru backing his way down low.
And Jeff, the referees have been consistent. If you're hitting the shooting hand, they're protecting the shooter. Here, look at this pass here. Great skip pass, and Jeff, left terrace, Boca Ritas, or left terrace, Boca Fritas. There it is.
There you go.
Bangs home an important 3. Let's see if they can trim the deficit to 2.
I remember he was playing for Eris once, Thessaloniki, and he got the PCL MVP of the week, and I was like, man, this guy's gonna take off. And I don't really, with Boca Ritas, I know he's kind of played with the big clubs. Larentzakis is still talking to the referee. It's unbelievable. Look at those Greek fans, still here. I mean, Mihailovic drifts in, puts it up. Dublovic with the rebound. Look at the big man. Gets it off. Radovic. Smart play by Dublovic.
Jeff, second best offensive rebounding team. Hard work from Dublovic, but he dropped it off to his teammate. Unselfish. This Montenegro team is together.
Foul on Dublovic. Montenegro, as well as they played, they're only up by 4.
Well, again, going into this game, these teams were even across the board statistically. There were slight advantages in different areas for each side. You expect a game like that to go down to the wire.
Well, with no Kendrick Perry, Igor Dramiak getting the minutes. You see Papanikolaou and Papagiannis sitting next to Thanasis and Antetokounmpo. Dublovic turns, baseline, oh beautiful. Bojan Dublovic.
So Greece picks up the ball pressure on the post. They pick up the early double, and Dublovic handled it perfectly. Great touch on that finish.
Lefteris Bocaritas has already hit a couple. They got to guard him, and now he loses it out of bounds. Watch this. Bojan Dublovic, soft touch. Look at that pass to Radovic. Radovic. That was unusual with Montenegro keep possession, but strange that Radovic did not pass it to Mihailovic.
I think he saw the shot clock coming down. They attempt one up with 3 seconds, and it's better to get that ball up on the glass for such a good offensive rebounding team. You can see just the effort alone draws a foul.
Thanks for explaining that to me. I wasn't looking at the clock. There's Hatzidakis. Big Papagiannis back in. Drobniak nails it.
And that's nice to see. Player come off the bench when he gets an opportunity and really help his team with a shot in the lane. Nice play from Drobniak.
Rokavopoulos. Of course, Rokavopoulos had that sensational game at home against Serbia. Here's the drive, and the basket is good. So Papapetru continues to provide presence.
He made a great straight line drive off the closeout and took the contact with his body as he flew by. Kind of a slide by here, and has the touch and body control to finish the play.
Doncic said, I just went straight up.
Yeah, but there was too much contact on the shooter right there. So here's Mihailovic handling the point guard, something we would ordinarily not see. He's more of a secondary ball handler, but more than capable in this emergency situation.
Oh, nice bounce pass. Look at him share the basketball. Passing 101.
Again,
by Montenegro.
Teamwork, floor spacing, empty side pick and roll. Dublovic hits his teammate post to post. That's a great play for Montenegro.
I thought the interesting stat that we saw for the USA in the last game against Montenegro is they had the fewest passes per game, or they were 31st or something like that.
Yeah, not many passes, but they're more of an isolation scoring team, more of a transition scoring team, and the numbers probably went down after the Montenegro game.
Mihailovic tried to be Mihailovic, but here goes Larentzakis, hands it off, and Papapetru hits the runway and goes down for the dunk.
And that was surprisingly athletic. You saw him get up and throw it down.
Well, saw the president of the Greek Basketball Federation watching this game and liking, I think, his team's chances of a comeback. Evangelos Liolios, excuse me. Here's Lefteris. And Papapetru missing. Dublovic with the rebound.
Great rebound, great block out, but they did a great job, Greece, getting the ball into the post early, and then they got a repost with plenty of time to work on the shot clock. Excellent offense. They just couldn't come up with a finish.
Drognak. Short. And chance for Lefteris Bokaritas. Over to Rokovopoulos. Into the corner, Larentzakis. I think we have ample evidence over the years that Larentzakis' best quarter is the fourth quarter, although he did play very well early against Lithuania in the first half anyway. Bounce pass. And what a shot. Radonjic scores. He's going to the line. And the assist to Dublovic. Look at that. Dublovic has been splendid since he came into the game. And Gianoulis Larentzakis commits his first foul. And of course, he's going to come over and complain to the referee.
Wow, I'll tell you what.
He's going to get teed up. Even if he's right, he's pushing the envelope.
Jeff, that was great teamwork there from Montenegro. Dublovic with an excellent pass. Great cut, Radonjic. And boy, did he take a hard fall.
He's feeling it.
Okay, please look
and now, boy, you can't win for losing if you're these guys calling this game. These guys, these players, it's almost as if they reached out and said, hey, that's right, we got on them good, let's go back to the bench. I mean, there's no doubt they're not going to get them all right.
Καταρχήν κάνουμε box out και παίζουμε το εξής. Μποχώ, φέρ' την εδώ. Λάρη, κοίτα λίγο. Εδώ είναι ο Γιώργος. Εδώ είναι ο Ρόγκα. Εδώ είναι ο Παπαπέτρου. Λάρη.
Really good passing. That was their best play, I thought. The one, I think it was the one with the bounce pass, with that one, and then the one with the bounce pass to Dublovic.
And the encouraging thing is they have several actions or several highlights where you say, hey, really good teamwork on offense.
Greece coming back out.
After the game, you watch it.
And Radoncic, is he looking, is he saying that he should have had enough sportsmanlike foul called against him?
Yeah, I
If you
mean,
look at the top of the screen, Larentzakis is now talking to the other referee.
but Larentzakis just went straight up there, and there was nothing
That's why he's upset.
other than an ordinary foul. Greece is now doubling from the baseline. Larentzakis is coming over early.
Look at that, Omar Quintero, coach of Mexico.
Enjoying the action.
Well, he
after a
led
big
Mexico to 2 wins. They were 0-3 in the first round, but they signed off with 2 wins, and I guarantee you they're going to be happy when they board the plane to go back to Mexico City. They would probably have been happier had they gotten to the second round, but nevertheless, ball goes out of bounds.
So we see a guy who's played really well, Larentzakis. He's just not as sharp as he has been, but we see how much energy he's wasting talking to the referees. Just focus on winning the next play.
Ooh. And Lefteris Bocaritas goes down hard. Radovic begs to differ. That was a weird one because it looked like he was kind of leaning in.
Yeah.
But
his
maybe
feet
it
were
looked
set.
even more so because Bocaritas was coming into him.
I think his feet were set. He was bracing for contact. He says he didn't move. I think he leaned in just enough to make it an offensive foul.
Well, Kavapos tried to get the shot up quickly, but isn't it better to catch it and try to go up strong and get contact?
Yes, it is.
Dublovic, another great pass. And another assist for Dublovic as Radovic scores.
Radovic played very well in traffic on that possession.
Dublovic has 5 assists in 10 minutes. Papa Petru missing. He could conceivably, if he started scoring, he's already done the hard part with the rebounds and assists. He's got 5 rebounds, 5 assists. If he started scoring a little bit, he might aim for a triple-double. The fan delight.
That would be unbelievable.
Here's Dublovic.
He must have heard you.
He's not going to get there if he shoots it like that, though. Had he made that, he would have had 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
But that might have been fool's gold, Jeff.
Oh.
That's
Good
what
job.
they need him to do right there. Great handwork on defense.
So Dublovic gets the steal. Final 40 seconds for the first half. Radovic going at Bocaritas, a little jump hook. Radoncic. Radovic misses again, and will they hold it for 1 or will they go? I suppose it's frustrating for Greece because they're down by 9 and they'd like to chip away, but the smart thing is just to try to get 2 or 3 points. Bocaritas goes early, and they may indeed get 3 points as Ivanovic, he commits the foul without preventing the layup. Well, we've seen some good stuff for Bocaritas, that's for sure. But, and I think swiping down is what got him the foul because it looked like he had all ball.
Yeah, not a smart play there. Should have just kept his hands up and contested. And now we've got a 6-point deficit.
And Bocaritas has 9 points. Only Papa Petru has more. He's got 10. And timeout with 7 seconds on the shot clock. And that's perhaps the downside is he went too early because now Montenegro have a chance to score.
Yeah, they wanted to play for the last shot, but I'm sure they'll take the 3-point play.
Za press break, napravi raspored. Znači, nek izvodi Kop, ovdje nek bude Nikola Nemanja. Ima jedan faul. Vlado, ovdje si. Gdje ovdje je lopta, napadamo tu stranu, Bojana tu reket. Okej, ajde. Ako ne, brzi pik 1-5. Ako vas pušti. A čekam u sredinu.
Papapetru, 10 points, averaging 14.5 in the tournament. And, okay, so now he comes into the game. 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Montenegro have to go quick. Ivanovic streaks up the baseline and is fouled. So Rokovopoulos. And now they're over the limit, but just 2.7 seconds remain. So that was the strategy for Greece. Executed well. Mihailovic doesn't get it off in time. "20 minutes in the books. Montenegro lead it 36-30 over Greece." And those numbers, not a lot of three-pointers being made today, but for Greece, Bokaridis has made 2 of his teams.
Jeff, 2 numbers beyond the basic shooting stats there. Points in the paint, Montenegro 20-12. That's been a key for them. Montenegro has 11 assists to 2 turnovers. And while Greece has 8 assists, they also have the 7 turnovers. So, you know, small things make a difference in this game. Let's see if Greece can get in that locker room and rally the troops and, you know, find a way to get some momentum here, make a run.
Well, they definitely stayed within touch. It got away from them a little bit there late in the second half, but they were able to make a little run at the end. So Papapetru, 10 points today. Key players, Dublovic, 2 points, but he has 5 assists and 5 rebounds and a steal. Very productive in his time off the bench, if not in scoring in other ways for Dublovic.
And what's interesting, without Perry, they have to find other ways to generate offense, and they're doing that by playing through the post.
So there's one of Bokaridis' 2 3-pointers. He hit him from the wings. Mihailovic driving and scoring. Do you feel like, looking at these 2 teams and what they've been able to accomplish, that they can both aspire to take it up a notch and maybe for the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments be a real contender next year?
Yeah, I mean, the tough thing about the Olympic qualifying tournaments from experience is that only one team can advance from each one. So they're super competitive, they're super intense. Of course, we ran into Luka Doncic and Kaunas, and, you know, he really elevated the game of everybody with Slovenia. So it leaves a lot of good teams. You know, they don't have that high-level dream of getting to the Olympics, but both of these countries have done so well here. And again, the expectations are high in Greece. For Montenegro, I think they've been a wonderful story, and they just got to keep growing, and they got to keep building.
Feels like they've definitely, they started well against Montenegro. There's Nikola Pekovic, the former Montenegro international, and now the federation president. They dipped a little bit, but they've come back strong over the last 2 games. So 36-30, Montenegro on top of Greece.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin,
basketball
can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
Jones down the middle, throws up, and again, the king of South Sudan just went up Juba Airlines and connecting with the alley-oop. When young Gabriel We're trailing by 12 points. Now trying to hang in the air, and somehow, someway, Shilde to Dow just went coast to coast. That is incredible, coach.
Yeah, beautiful finish here. Dundao giving up so much size.
Kobo is open in the corner. He takes his time, and for good reason, as you see Zach's shot go in at the buzzer.
Holding on, he'll give it to his buddy. What a knob! Hey, remember the name.
He's going to go to the line to shoot one. He didn't even realize he got hit on the dunk.
Blocks it out, look at the three-pointer. Pulls up in the mid-range, puts it up, and just gets it to drop right at the end of the first half. And you can just hear this crowd slowly get back into this game. What a rejection by AJ Edu.
Cameron loses the handle. Here comes Ahab Amin. Oh, between the legs. What a play! Hands it off. Going through his legs. Zaran flies in. And Ahab Amin, you're on the highlight reel.
Makshuni running. Extra handle, Baltoon in the finish.
Makshuni just beautifully read, knew that the defense was coming at him. Have a look at it. So he assesses the situation. He sees two of them coming at him, and the no-looker in transition.
Deflected, it goes to Marai. Oh, he gets rejected. Tony Smith-Milner. Where did that come from? It's Mexico. So rare that he misses that badly. There's, oh my! Ronde Hollis Jefferson just flies through the air, and even his wife raises her eyebrows.
Way in the flush. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Nikola Vucevic, 8 points, 4-5 from the floor, all inside the arc today.
And Jeff, the best thing for Vucevic is, you know, he got a chance to rest in that first half. He only played 8 minutes.
So in other words, that's going to be a problem for Greece.
Well,
potentially.
It can be. Montenegro has done a great job coming out, playing through the post. And if you compare these two teams, Montenegro has a clear identity, and especially now where you're missing Kendrick Perry, they really have emphasized playing in the post. Again, a lot of green, and you see some of those are not shots in the lane, but without Kendrick Perry, they really have emphasized post touch, post reaction, and they've responded really well.
So they've coped quite well without Perry today. Jonas Papapetru, 10 points.
This was a great, strong finish through the contact. Good answer from Papapetru against some of the physicality. And this was an outstanding shot fake, attack to close out. Look at him absorb the contact with his body and still have the great body control to finish it off the glass. Outstanding play. And this was my favorite play, Jeff. In transition, look at Papapetru get up. Boom! put it down.
You like it? Sounds like the ball's going through the hoop, doesn't it?
I do. I wonder how they edited that in. That's great. I want that to be my ringtone.
10 points, 3 of 7 from the floor. You can see where he made his shots.
Everything at the rim. And that's hard to do against this physical Montenegro front court.
For the Greek fans, you got to tip your hat to them. They've come and really supported their team at this FIBA Basketball World Cup, and they are staying until the bitter end. Well, the end. Wouldn't say it's bitter.
No, not bitter. They have high expectations and great tradition, but they've got tremendous enthusiasm from their fans. Great basketball country, and we've seen their team really compete. Get a peek backstage. See some of the hallways in the Mall of Asia Arena. Again, Montenegro only 3 free throw attempts, 2 for 10 from 3, but they've shot the ball really well at the rim, 54%. Again, the big point here has been the turnovers and the rebounding advantage. Points in the paint for Montenegro compared to Greece, also a factor, 20 to 12. Jeff, first half, Larentzakis, who's been so good, no points. Walk up, 4 points, 3 assists.
Feels almost like Larentzakis has been a bit tired today.
Yeah, Papagiannis, no points. So these are 3 of your key guys. 3 of your key guys have combined for 4 points.
Is that because?
And 3 assists.
Is that because they're worn out, or?
Well, I think that's a factor.
Emotionally?
Yeah, I think that's a factor. I think it's, you know, the challenge for players is to constantly get yourself up to compete at a high level, you know, and bring your best every single game. But look, they have 20 minutes to turn it around. They have 20 minutes to really try to get that energy up, and we've seen them do it. If you remember back to that New Zealand game, New Zealand really played outstanding in the first half and had them on the ropes. And they were led in the second half with energy from Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Unfortunately, he's not available tonight. But when Antetokounmpo turned up that energy in the New Zealand game, it made a big difference. And my question now, Jeff, is where does Greece find that energy to make such a comeback like they did against New Zealand?
They're going to have to dig deep.
They will have to dig deep for sure. But, you know, they have so much experience that it's possible. And, you know, I trust Dimitris Atoudis. I think Dimitris Atoudis will give them a good game plan and give them every opportunity to do it. You know, then some days it's just, you know, the way the game goes. But we've seen several times where one team had the better of play in the first half, and then the opponent kind of turns the tables with momentum in the second half. I know that's what Coach Atoudis will be aiming for right now.
Well, Coach Atoudis told our man Hans with the video camera, Hans does a lot of these walking interviews. He says we should be down by more than what we are. So
yeah,
it's kind of like they got out of jail.
And we like Hans. He's really working hard, helping us with lots of information here. But again, that's a really positive way to look at this situation. Like, hey guys, you know, we didn't play the way we wanted to play in this first half. Let's turn it up.
Okay, ali gledaj, strpljenje, polako ovdje, prvo, najpinda, polako, navedi pa izađi da imam, okej? Pa onda, isto precizno, Nikola, navedi ga malo unutra, okej? I onda ide tamo kada pa izađi, okej? Znači, idemo svi, energija. That's the outcome, that's the base. One shirt.
Or Moraitis or Boho. Now I have 3 ball creators, no problem. Σαντρία. Παπαγιάννης, Πόπο, μες εδώ, στο τρίποντο. Πάσα, Thomas, you can come this way or you can come that way, anticipating that can be also a pop and a zoom. One set zoom. Να πάρει μεριά και πάνε αντίθετα. Pop is going to wait low and then he's going to go opposite the way.
Download the FIBA Basketball World Cup app in your smartphone by scanning in the barcode. And it is confirmed that it was a back problem that kept Kendrick Perry out of the game.
And interesting, starting this second half for Montenegro, at the 3, Andrea Slavkovic will be in the game instead of
Dino Radoncic. What a drive. Papagiannis hands it off to Moraitis. And now Popovic crosses midcourt, gets it down low, and it's going to be back. It's going to go back to Greece. So Montenegro, 2 turnovers today, 13.5. My colleague Mike has decided to play a trick on me and speak without coming across, so I'm gonna have to investigate what's going on. In the meantime, I will provide the analysis. And the analysis is that Montenegro right now are just playing better, simply better. And Greece need to step it up. That's why I think they put Moraitis in the game. Some fresh energy, some fresh legs. Popovic, or Ivanovic, excuse me, over to, here's Popovic. From the baseline, Walkup goes down, and here comes Papanikolaou crossing midcourt. Walkup looks, bounce pass to the corner to Moraitis, a little runner. Slavkovic with the rebound. Vucevic couldn't get it. Here's Walkup. Is he going to dunk it? Is he going to lay it up old school? Of course he's old school.
And Jeff, that's a really poor decision in the lane. Bad turnover leads to the run out, and Greece is rewarded from their hard work in these early possessions.
Thanks for coming back, Mike. Popovic is fouled by Papagiannis, and now Itoudis has been hit with a technical foul.
So again, he was warned, the team was warned early in the game, so the immediate reaction is there. But give Popovic credit. He went strong to the basket, and Boukaritis did not take the contact square. He was up straight, he didn't take the contact square.
I don't like that call.
Well, again, he's in position up straight, but still there's contact. He's impeding the shooter's way.
Okay.
So, you know, I can understand, but again, for players, you're rewarded when you go strong to the hoop. He made a strong, assertive drive directly to the rim.
I agree with you there.
And then there's the contact. Now, was it hands? No, it was definitely body-to-body contact. But we go back to the immediate reaction, Jeff.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been warned early in the game.
You just can't.
You have to control your emotions. You cannot react immediately, especially when you're put on notice with an early warning for a technical.
But it's understandable why he's frustrated that call was made.
Yeah, well, the first few possessions of this third quarter, Greece has come out with great energy. They just came up empty until the turnover happened.
See if they can channel it the right way, fire them up even more.
Again, credit Montenegro's defensive discipline, the handwork, the blockouts. They're doing the little things really well in this game.
And there is Simonovic.
This is a visible difference. He faked a handoff and went right to the rim.
First basket as well of the day for Simonovic. Papagiannis.
Nice teamwork there. They finally get an easy play at the rim.
Well, Gianmarco Pozzecco certainly has his detractors, but he is in the process of leading Italy into the quarterfinals. In fact, he has just done that. They have beaten Puerto Rico 73-57. So congratulations to the Azzurri for joining the quarterfinal party.
Forza Azzurri.
I didn't know you could speak Italian.
I've been to Italy once or twice. So.
Can you cook Italian as well?
Jeff, the only thing I can make are reservations.
I've heard you say that before, and it was even funnier this time. Because the timing was incredible. Here goes Lutzis. I'm going to wait for you to give me a little Greek expression if they make a basket here.
I know my limits, Jeff.
Papagiannis spins, turns, puts it up, and it's no good. Yeah, so Italy beating Puerto Rico 73-57. And, well, they got that big win over Serbia that a lot of people did not anticipate. Maybe the chess match with Pozzecco and Manny Pacquiao was checkmate. Now, nice shot, Vucevic. I don't even know who won that chess match, by the way.
I don't even know where to start with that question. But what a beautiful finish in the lane. A great drop-off from Popovic to Vucevic.
Mike, can I just say, I was not asking a question. I was just saying I don't know who won it. You don't have to comment. Okay, comment on this.
I think that whole thing was kind of for show.
Staged.
Yeah, I think it was staged.
I think so too. You just don't want to get into it.
No. Like, Italy got a great win. They're playing really well.
Lutz is missing, and Simonovic with the rebound, and Laranzakis back in the game, hoping to draw on his reserves. He took the shot in the first half. Ivanovic gets inside the pump fake.
So the ball pressure at the point of attack was good, but he gave Ivanovic a direct line to the basket. He gave him an angle to penetrate. And what Ivanovic did so well, he got into the paint under control on 2 feet and shot fake the moving defender. Up in the air, Lutzis, and it was an easy play to draw contact and get to the free throw line. Ivanovic just played so well.
You saw Perry watching there. He did actually try to play today. He was trying to play. He just had too much backache.
And you know, Jeff, for all our listeners out there, I mean, you were battling it today. You had a lot of stuff you were dealing with, but you sucked it up and got out here just really getting it done today.
Thank you.
Toughness, Jeff, toughness.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, actually. Was I limping noticeably?
No, you got it ready to go right on time.
So timeout on the court. Let's listen in.
Big trouble. They walk in our paint with no intimidation. You're not there, nobody's there. They walking into the paint with no intimidation. Nobody's over there in the paint. They drive. Second, we have now 2 last offenses. Papagiannis, hook, Lutzis, 3-pointer from here, but nobody goes to support.
Well, it remains to be seen where they're going to finish, these two teams, obviously because of this result, but also the other teams battling it out in the classifications. But you do want to go, you know, if you finish 9th, it looks better than 10th.
I mean, every place you can claim upward in the ranking is a positive one. You know, and for certain countries like Montenegro, when they can get into the teens, it's a great situation. Get into the top 10 would be the dream. With Poland, we rose as much as 13th in the world, and that was a big victory for us.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget the impact of the wins on the FIBA World Ranking. One
Without
more win.
a doubt.
Nice steal. Simonovic, Papagiannis. I think they're up maybe a little frustrated he didn't shoot it.
So, Jeff, Greece has come out with positive energy. They've really tried to cut into this lead, but it's a 10-4 quarter just past the 5-minute mark for Montenegro. So that's where some of the frustration starts to creep in as the lead grows to 12. Do you know what that play is called, Jeff?
No.
A back tip.
A what?
A back,
oh yeah,
back
back tip. Sorry, yeah. Look at those Greek fans. I thought that was pretty good defense. Vucevic, hands up from Papagiannis. Shot clock about to expire. Ivanovic puts it up, clangs off the backboard and hits the rim. Now Luntzis. Oh, Luntzis just kind of lost his way there.
Really good defense from Ivanovic making a stand.
Luntzis couldn't decide if he was going to go sideways, go past him.
Good move from Vucevic, just spun it out of the rim.
Bocarita's played, I thought, quite well. I wonder if he's going to come back in the game. I guess Itutis wants to see this lineup. Papapetru. Papapetru, oh boy, it looked like he got hit. No call.
He made a great step through pivot and went up strong through the contact for the nice touch.
Yeah, definitely Jonas Papapetru got hit going up there, but
I mean, Jeff, he's the only double-figure scorer with 12.
Papagiannis with Vucevic on the turnaround. And it's going to be Greek basketball. Oh, a technical foul has just been called on Vucevic. Well, he was asking for that.
Well,
it's almost as if Nikola Vucevic said, you know what? I'm just annoyed with these referees. I'm just going to mouth off and get a technical.
Yeah, I mean, he had the ball. He made a drive and just left it unfinished. Now he got the ball in the post and shot a turnaround. Both are good looks. They ran a double at him late. Might have distracted him, taken his attention off the rim a little bit. But he missed, so he's a little frustrated. And now we got a technical on the bench, Jeff.
This is just sad. Because you're up 10 points, Mike. Just play. You're up 10 points. So now, I don't get it. I really don't get that. I mean, yeah, they disagree that a foul hasn't been called or whatever, but my goodness.
I mean, it all
not everything
starts
is going to get right.
After the Vucevic miss. Jeff, just go down the other end of the floor and defend.
Yeah. But instead, they've gift wrapped 2 points to Greece.
And here's a timeout from Boško, clearly to calm everyone down and refocus everyone.
And bear in mind that Greece have not been scoring. So they've just put them on the line for 2 free throws. Anyway, timeout. Let's listen.
Vidi, da priđemo tamo, vidi. Vlado, Nikola, Nea Vudino, priđi čitav teren, ne moraš ti malo manje, priđi čitav teren, vratimo se 2-3. Imamo 2 faula. Svaki prodor, svaki pik kako padnemo, faul napravi. Je okej? Idemo u obranu 2-3 napravi. Ajmo. Ajmo, momci, ajde. Ajmo napad.
46-38 after the 2 technical free throws that have been made by Lucis. And now Greece will try to chip away even more.
Montenegro into their 2-3 zone.
Here's Papapetru.
Now, the zone is nice to change the rhythm of the game, but if you remember in the last possessions against the United States, Montenegro struggled to rebound out of the zone.
And a jump ball has been called. Possession arrow in favor of Greece.
So again, Mihailovic is not a primary point guard. He's more of a scoring combo guard. He can handle the point, but now he's got a lot of ball pressure on him. It might help to set a backcourt screen with your 5 to loosen up that pressure and advance the ball.
And the baseline jump shot this time made by Papapetru.
And Jeff, you can visibly see a better offensive rhythm for Greece. Let's see if they can build on it. It's only a 6-point margin.
Bounce pass, Vucevic powers his way in, and the foul called. Vucevic still upset about the other foul that wasn't called.
Here, beautiful pocket pass, and he was really determined. He searched out the contact on that play. Instead of really trying to find the open space, he went into the body and tried to finish with the left hand. He had great determination to get to the foul line, give his team a chance to get some points.
I think he needs to lock in again and just focus on.
Yeah, they were doing so well before they lost their focus there for that split second.
Nikola Pekovic has to give an assessment after this. I'm curious to hear his thoughts on how things have gone for Montenegro. Ball gets away. Here comes Ivanovic. And wisely brings it back outside. Now down low. Hatzidakis can't stop Vucevic unless he gets help. And he does get the help. They smartly pass it around. Ivanovic feet set, but misses. Long rebound, though, to Mihailovic, and Papapetru called for the foul.
Good hustle from both players. Unfortunately for Papapetru, he's caught with a contact and foul.
Montenegro missing some free throws here. Now 7 of 11. Wow. I think even Boško Radovic is surprised by that.
Yeah, 1 out of their last 4, especially at this crucial time. They want to try to rebuild that advantage.
Now shooting 58% from the line. Zarzakis Front and back, Hatzidakis battles for the rebound. And just that little effort from Hatzidakis keeps the ball with Greece.
Here's the hustle play. Again, the pursuit of these loose balls is something special.
And Zarkis, nice pass to Rokovopoulos. Oh.
You can't ask for a better look, Jeff. Driving to the rim, right at the basket, leaves it short. Greece has the players to step up. They just need to find their rhythm.
And foul Greece.
And you know, these cross screens in the lane are super physical.
Oh. That was it.
Hatzidakis, you've got to beat the screen. You don't run through the screen.
I like this substitution now. No, you're right. I mean, I like Walkup being in the game as much as possible, but Lefteris Boukaritis is checked back into the game.
He's played well, and Walkup needs a break. Rest him for a minute 13, bring him back in the game a little bit. He's been quiet today.
Do you think that they renamed Boukaritis Lefteris when they found out he was a left-hander?
I would just call him Lefty. What's up, Lefty?
Lefty Boukaritis.
Lefteris. And after the first half where he made some threes, I would nickname him Boukaritis.
Very nice. You see, you're coming around now.
I'm trying my best, Jeff.
Oh, Papa Petru fell, but was able to pass it to Hatzidakis. The pass to Hatzidakis. Hatzidakis! And a chance for a three-point play.
And it's great to see the Greek team rewarded for their effort to stay with it, to keep going. Again, great teamwork here. Nice high-low pass, hit the diver. And Hatzidakis, who, you know, he's had a couple fouls, he's taken a couple hits.
Great
now
strength.
He makes a big play through the contact. First bucket of the game.
Does not capitalize with the free throw. Greece now 7 of 10 on the day. Drobnak back in the game, running the point. And what a nice drive from Radoncic.
That was an impressive first step. He got downhill fast and finished at the rim.
There's Zakis, turns it over. Vucevic can't get the drop. And that is the end of the third quarter. Montenegro still with a relatively comfortable margin of a lead, 50-42 over Greece with 10 minutes remaining.
As we look at the numbers, three-point shooting just not there today for either team. Free throw shooting not great for Montenegro, but the turnovers, 12 turnovers for Greece, making it difficult for them. Points in the paint, 28-20 for Montenegro. Rebounding 30-26 for Montenegro. Again, great effort by Italy, by Greece to come out of the half and try to cut into the deficit. And then, of course, when they couldn't do it, they got a little frustrated. But they got new life with the technical fouls on Montenegro. That was one of the easy plays they got today. You know, Montenegro controls the game, but Greece is more than capable of making a run, taking momentum, and changing it.
What a great day Not so much here in the Mall of Asia because of the implications, but in the Araneta where Italy have punched their ticket, beating Puerto Rico for the quarterfinals. Obviously, big games in Jakarta as well. Latvia right now underway against Brazil, and of course Spain and Canada will play later, the winner advancing. There's courtside 1891. Scan in the barcode. You can get it in your smartphone. There's Zakas and Radoncic exchanging words. They will know each other because of the battles that they wage against each other in Europe. Hey, it's been a big deal, Montenegro making it this far at the World Cup. They had their prime minister come and watch them in their last game against the United States. And how about that? Radoncic! Rakavopoulos, Larentzakis, Bokaritas, Papapetrou, and Hatzidakis on the court for Greece, and a blocking foul screen called on Papapetrou. Here it is, look at this.
Yeah, again, guards have to let their screener settle. He went a little early, the screen never settled, and at the point of contact, there was too much movement.
How about Radovic and another assist for Dublovic?
So they came with a baseline double, and Radovic snuck along the baseline all the way to the ball side. No one came with him, and he was wide open to put it in at the rim.
And now the neutrals in the crowd here from the Philippines seem to be chanting Montenegro. So they've won some fans with their play. Look at this. You got Pekovic up there. Look how happy. He's got a big grin on his face. His team's up 13. They must think that they're going to win this.
Well, you know those guys sitting in that row love post play, Jeff. They love to see the ball go in the post.
Absolutely. And Papapetrou with a chance for a three-point play. Jonas with a drive.
So again, Papapetrou comes off a screen. And for Radoncic, as he locks and trails on the body, he's got to square up the ball. He never squares up the ball. Papapetrou turns the corner, and we've seen him do it before. Take the contact, control his body, and bank it in.
And Radoncic continues to wince with his stomach area like he's got an injury, but he's not coming out, so I don't know what the problem is.
You know, there's so many small muscles that you can pull in that area in a play like that where there's contact and a herky-jerky hit. Hopefully it's nothing serious for him.
Yeah, I sometimes feel that because I've got a six-pack.
North Carolina's finest six-pack.
Just kidding. I wish. Ivanovic. And the ball, like a pinball, ends up into the hands of Ivanovic. Papanikolaou in the game. They took Bokaritas out. And Radovic travels.
So Radovic needs to shoot the ball. Really good teamwork. They swing the ball, they attack and close out. He gets a little mid-range opportunity with 2 seconds on the clock. He has to have that awareness. And Jeff, this has to be Larentzakis time and walk-up time.
Foul on Ivanovic. And if that's on Ivanovic, that's 4 fouls. He might have to come out. So Drobnjak is going to come back in.
And this is opportunity for Greece. The best playmaking ball handler is out.
There's Zakas missing it.
He's been red hot all tournament. You almost expect it to go in. But
he
a good play
design.
design.
The same player today, like he's just that slow, and I just wonder, it just seems like maybe Atutis needs to bring somebody else in. Mihailovic drives and will have to settle for 2 free throws. And Hatzidakis is injured, holding his right foot, and that is definitely not what you want to see here late in the game. Look at Hatzidakis' right foot. Oh, and he turned it. Gosh, you hate to see that. That's the last thing in the world you want.
Yeah,
that's probably going to be it for him today.
Very tough. The foot rolled over as he tried to balance himself, so I'm sure it had all of his momentum rolling into it.
Well, now Papanikolaou's having to go with the ref. Let's hope he doesn't get a technical, because oh, that's it. You can see the right foot rolling over.
So, Jeff, that play started at the point of attack when Larentzakis got rejected.
Okay, 1 for the technical foul. Inside. Outside.
Another technical.
Wow. They've just called another one. Oh, Papanikolaou. Well, it just feels like these players just want to get stuff off their chest. I mean, they can't be saying there was a foul that should have been something dirty on Hatzidakis. I don't know what they're complaining about. So Greece called timeout, down 14 points. It's just not a good look, Mike. I don't know. I mean, maybe
Jeff,
you think differently.
No, and we can get into it after the timeout here.
But how are we going to play? This is Papanikolaou and this is Papapetru. Προσπάθησε να χρησιμοποιήσει το flex εδώ. Use the flex. And if we have it, okay. But I don't. That's not my purpose. My purpose is when Papanikolaou comes out, when you pass and you go all the way over there, you, Thomas, you come and screen for Papanikolaou. So we have Kostas here. Thomas screening for Kostas. And Papagiannis is taking, he's going to go, so you go all the way, and this is Larry, and this.
So, Jeff, getting back into your question about, you know, it's not a good look. You know, you have to understand the players, the coaches put so much into the opportunity of the World Cup. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and they want to make it something special. They have high hopes, high dreams. And when things don't go the way you want it to, sometimes people have a tough time channeling their emotion or in the wrong way or the right way. And basically, this is what we see. They lose focus and, you know, get some technical fouls. But, you know, Greece is a proud basketball country, and they still have opportunity here. It's a 14-point game with 7 minutes to go.
Well, you could see, so Radoncic with those 9 points.
And that is a great traffic screen play from Coach Atutis. Walk up, set a screen, setting Papanikolaou onto his left hand right to the rim. That was a great play out of the timeout.
Papagiannis, I think, fortunate not to get a foul called the way he was pushing Dublovic out of the way. Now here's Dublovic. Passes it back outside to Drobnjak. Mihailovic. Another rebound for Dublovic over to Drobnjak, and second chance gets him the bucket.
And Jeff, the contact and physicality in the lane. Mihailovic was crashing the boards, and he crashed into walk-up, and it was conk and bonk with their heads.
Oh. That's what you call the clattering of bodies. Bam! Oh, you're right. Hopefully walk-up's okay. There was the jump shot from Jugnack to take it back up to a 14-point lead. Papapetru fading.
Boschko telling Mihailovic to control tempo.
Oh, nice rejection, Papagiannis. Here's Larzakis on the break. Great work. That was the only place Papanikolaou could throw it to give his team a chance to get it.
And for players, young players out there, again, you want to save the ball to the corners, not under your own defensive basket especially, but in this case, you work on drills with your teams to save the ball and throw it to the corner so your teammates can anticipate you're going to throw it there and maybe get an advantage to complete the play. But great hustle there. Papagiannis, again, maybe a little slow laterally in the pick and roll, but he recovered really well and had a great block.
So Larzakis does go out and is replaced by Bocaridis, and I'm not going to hold his performance today against him, Larzakis, because he's been terrific in this tournament. Here's the pass up ahead to Walkup, but Larzakis hasn't scored today.
And again, you love Mihailovic's effort, but he just got in a little too deep there. That's the feeling where he just get into the paint and move the ball to your teammate.
This thing isn't over yet, 12-point game. An offensive foul. Panasa Antetokounmpo sensing a comeback.
Well, they miss his energy. His energy was the key that got things sparked against New Zealand in their comeback.
So Dublovic hit with a foul.
5 minutes plus, there's plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice pass to Pop. He's just got to go straight up. Shirley. And don't call me Shirley. Look at that. I mean, Papagiannis catches it right under the basket. Now, as a coach, would you want to pass out to get a potential three from the open man, or would you just go up for the dunk?
Again, you want him to have no friends in the paint when you have an opportunity to score.
And it's going to stay at this end. Boy, I think they called that a walk-up.
They called it a Dublovic.
Wow. Looked like it could have been a walk-up. But let's go back to that pass out. So Papagiannis catches it in the low post. And of course, the ball goes in and out. That's kind of the way things go. But let's don't forget, the big guy can go up and dunk it.
Yeah, you know, you talk about mid-roll playmaking. The point of mid-roll playmaking is to attack that low man who would step up and engage to help and have an advantage. Well, you didn't even have a low man there. You had the advantage right to the rim. Every time you can get to the rim and finish, you want to do that. Obviously, it's easy to second guess it because they missed the shot.
Yeah.
But again, Jeff, today, Greece is 3 for 22 from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
Take the easy 2 when you can.
Well, they end up cutting the deficit to 10 anyway. Jugnack. Dublovic. Oh, nowhere to go. Gets it to Radovic. Greece wanted to travel, and an offensive foul called on Radovic. So Tudas felt like Dublovic had traveled, but he actually had lost the ball before he came down.
So
they couldn't see it.
They're trying so hard to continue to play through the post. Let's see if they play through Vucevic or switch it up on the perimeter. But to do that, you need Ivanovic back in the game.
And how about that? Three-pointer for Papagiannis, and we've got a 7-point game.
And when Greece hits those threes, their defensive energy will pick up. Important timeout from Montenegro.
And just as they head over to the bench, we're looking at Montenegro, but I'm pretty sure Tudas told Papagiannis, if you catch the ball at the rim, you go up and dunk it.
Još 5 minuta igramo, vodimo 7 polako, ovdje nešto. Ide ovako sad, mi napad igramo ništa. 2-3 izgubljene lopte, pa onda nekako mlačenje tamo nešto u treke, ima 10 ljudi, jebi ga. Ne može tako damko. Ide ovako, prvi napad nek bude 2, a drugi napad nek bude tu side sa hand-offom gdje hoćeš. Kako hoćeš sam. Ajmo ljudi! Može, 2 side, 2.
What do you think about that player energy tracker, Mike?
Well, it's really interesting to see when guys are getting their minutes, and you see coaches are sticking with their key guys right now.
Walkup, one of the key guys for Greece. Saw him hit the 3, then he hits the drive.
He's been so much more productive in other games. But again, we have to respect the tournament and the toll it takes, the wear and tear, game to game to game. You know, this game is just about finding a way to win for both teams.
So Ivanovic back in the game. He's got 4 fouls. Popovic also back in the game. Dublovic, Radoncic, and Vucevic.
Switch pick and rolls.
Nice spin, Dublovic. His pass to the corner. Popovic open for 3. Vucevic with the rebound. And the pass intended for Dublovic, but he gets it from out of bounds and he puts it up. And the follow, Vucevic follows up his own miss and scores.
And again, the teamwork has been there all game from Montenegro, but it's the offensive rebounding. Number 2 in the tournament coming in, and once again, they're playing to their strengths down the stretch.
Vucevic with 13 points. And ball doesn't drop for Greece. Lefteris, Bokaridis gets it back to a 7-point deficit.
The Greek team are playing passing lanes right now. Montenegro must be sure in their execution. Step to the ball, improve the passing angle, see the whole play, deliver it from the defense, away from the defense.
And Greece getting the basketball back. The 3 is good for Greece.
So it goes back to the same thing. You've got to have impact on the ball at the pick and roll, pressure with walk up, direct him. You cannot go under his screens, even though it's dangerous to get caught on his backside.
Ball batted out of bounds.
So again, Radoncic hit his second 3-point shot of the World Cup earlier in this quarter, but teams are in his head. They're sagging off of him, packing the paint, shrinking the floor. Even though he's such a key player for their team, you have to think about Slavkovic or a different player who's going to be a threat to space the floor.
Clank, but there's Dublovic with the rebound. Ivanovic, back to Vucevic. Ivanovic, only 4 points in it right now, folks. Vucevic backs up Papagiannis. He gets inside and scores.
Jeff, that is leadership, and that is the difference. Offensive rebounding, the hard work from Dublovic, the awareness to play to your identity, get the ball back into the post to Vucevic, your go-to guy, your leader, and he delivers, calming the Montenegro crowd.
Papa Petru. Bocarita saves it. Walk up for three. And a foul called. Three fouls on Papanikolaou. Still close, 6 points in it. Can Montenegro throw in a dagger here? Vucevic, and he does.
When your team needs it the most, your difference maker steps up. They put the ball at the nail to Vucevic, and he takes care of business. Great sweep through drive and finish. Big bucket, 8-point game.
I'm gonna advance the ball. And then on defense, we go 11. We trap the pick and roll. We trap and we deny the first pass. And number 8 cannot Vucevic now drive on you. Come over here, together with me. This shot, my shot. Special. Throw it.
Well, cometh the hour, cometh the man, or shall we say, cometh the minute. And look at Montenegro, and you get an idea of how important this game is for them as a basketball nation. Vucevic coming back to play. He had a quiet second quarter. Of course, he sat on the bench for much of it. Quiet third quarter. And here he is now with 6 points in the fourth in crunch time, in winning time. He's been just making his moves and going to the basket.
And that's the way it should be. Play to your strengths, play to your identity, your go-to guy. Again, Montenegro has done a great job playing through the post and sticking to their identity, even without a key player like Kendrick Perry.
Papa Petru for three, short. And how about that, an alley-oop to finish things off. And Papanikolaou with a long three. 19 points for Vucevic. Papanikolaou now has 10. And the only way that Greece come back is if Montenegro rush up shots, which I don't think they're going to do. Dublovic turns it over, but they took a lot of seconds off the clock. Papanikolaou for three, and another three for him. And it's back to a 4-point game. Well, you never know.
This has been a difficult day for Greece offensively, but this is a great spark at the end of the game. You can see there's no quit in the team.
sad imamo, ajde, na pola. Idemo, ne izvedemo, jedan ovo, jedan, nema šorta strane, jedan. Dobra je bloka, napravi razlica, evo preko.
Look at Papanikolaou. He's hit a couple of threes here right at the end. Greece did not foul at the other end. They get it back. They go down and knock in a three. But now they're going to have to foul if they don't get a steal.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think they'll try to play for a steal. It'll be time for Montenegro's safe inbounds play, get the ball in, expect traps, play strong with the ball, make them foul you. If they are able to run the shot clock down, there's only a difference of 2.8 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Expect Greece to switch screens on the sideline here.
Who do you foul?
I think they try to trap.
You just got to foul whoever. Whoever gets it. Foul him. They got it. Dublovic. Dublovic is very close to a assist and rebound double-double.
Yeah, Dublovic.
9 points, 9 assists.
He's done so many things, just blue-collar, hard work things. He's 1 for 2 in the tournament before that shot.
Okay, he hasn't had that many opportunities. Even if he makes this, the way Papanikolaou is shooting it, they're just 2 threes down. For some reason, a little bit of time went off the clock. Good spot by the Venezuela referee. Gosh, 2.7 seconds went off. I'm not sure anybody else would have noticed.
The referees are on point, Jeff.
Dublovic makes both. Walk-up goes fast. Papanikolaou, that's the line drive. And ends up getting a 2 from Lefteris Boukaritis. Now they're going to get a steal and a quick bucket. And they get it to Ivanovic, and he's going to throw it down. Radoncic, and he's fouled by Boukaritis right at the end. So that is going to seal it. Well, Pekovic can message home and say, get ready to welcome us at the airport because we have had a whale of a FIBA Basketball World Cup. We played the USA tight, and we're going to get out of here with more wins than losses. Rakavopoulos, they get 3 wins and 2 defeats and a successful second ever FIBA Basketball World Cup for Montenegro. 73-69, Montenegro win it over Greece. So Rakavopoulos' last 3 makes the scoreline look a little bit better for Greece, but all in all, it's hard to evaluate Greece's World Cup. I don't know what to think of it, really. I mean, they would have seen some good things, but obviously it was far more important for them to get into the second round than to win today's game. And I think in a way, this game probably did mean more to Montenegro.
I agree with that 100%. And I think that for Greece, you look at their team, they're missing some key pieces, and part of that is they missed some playmaking. They missed some players that can create easy shots for one another. You know, I have big respect for their coaching staff and their team. They put in a lot of hard work here. And some tournaments, the schedule and matchups are easier than others. This one was not so favorable for Greece, but they were really competitive, and they put themselves in a great position in that first half against Lithuania, only to have Lithuania battle back and use momentum to take that game. And I think in today's game, this second appearance for Montenegro, this was really something special for them to try to finish their World Cup strong. But I hope the Greek fans are positive with their team. I hope the Greek coaches and the Greek players can learn from this.
For the Greek fans, they haven't abandoned this team. And
no, look at them behind this team right here, super supportive.
They got to draw, I mean, no matter what, you got to draw on the positives. Larentzakis is a positive. You hate to see Hatzidakis roll his ankle there at the end, but those things happen. I think Walkup is a positive coming into the team. You see the leading scorers for this game: Vucevic, Radoncic, Mihailovic for Montenegro, Papapetru, Papanikolaou, Bokoridis for Greece.
They need a little more teamwork and dynamic playmaking. They relied so much on Walkup for their creation. The ball movement struggled at times because they were so pick and roll dominant. They put the ball in the post well, but it was not easy for them to create offense this tournament. I think Coach Atudis and his staff did a really, really good job trying to put these guys in situations to be successful. I think the team played really hard. And again, Jeff, this is just competition. It's hard to win games here. Sometimes it's your time, sometimes it's not. And you just, as you say, draw on the positives and continue to get better and push basketball forward in your country.
You know, and a lot of it is, it's got to start, you know, with youth, with just everything. I mean, you know, the Greece have the highest expectations, and they put a lot into their youth programs.
But that's a great thing. So don't punish this team because they did not reach those expectations. Not every team is built to win a championship. Not every team is built to win a title. What's important is maximizing the potential of the team. And I think for Greece, even though the results may not be exactly what they want or perfect, I think this team was close to maximizing the potential of what they had. They played hard, they played well, they were well coached. And I think some of the emotional stuff, the frustration was the fact that they were really trying very, very hard.
And it's going to be interesting to watch Montenegro move forward. They've got a lot of potential.
Well, they're a balanced team. They're a well-coached team. You know, they're a team that has some playmaking from several guards. The one thing you worry about is the 4 spot, perimeter shooting. Team's game planned against them. But in the end, Vucevic stepped up.
So Montenegro win it 73-69 over Greece. They therefore finished 3rd in Group J. They will end up with a higher finish in the tournament. USA, Lithuania coming up next to battle for first place. Montenegro making their 2nd ever FIBA Basketball World Cup tournament appearance. They came out and did very well, and they signed off with a win against Greece today. It's been great having both teams here in Manila.